Hey guys, welcome back. In this bit, we'll discuss about almost all the possible errors you can find in your program and how to debug or correct them. Without any further ado, we'll move on to the code. Here, let's type out a really simple code. The template has been already set, so let's start typing. And there's your opening and closing curly brackets. Let me declare a variable a with the data type of float. Let me initialize it to, let me say, yeah. Since it's a float data type, I can use decimal numbers. If it's integer, then of course I can't. Let me declare another variable b of data type integer or int. Okay, let me not initialize it to anything. Let us make these two variables equal to each other. Now let me see out these variables. Now I'm gonna add a space and then print b. So here, just to know what value we are printing, I'm declaring a is equal to and then a's value, and then b is equal to and b's value over here. And that's it guys, this is really simple code. Let me just compile and run it. So there we go. Now you can notice that, let me just, now you can notice that a is equal to 330.33 and then b is equal to 330 only. So let me explain this here. So what happened here is a's value was already set to 330.33. Because it's a float, it can store decimal numbers. When we make both the variables equal, the value of a was stored in b. But b's data type is integer, so it can only store till 330 and not the decimal numbers. It will ignore the decimal numbers. So that's why we have got this answer. B is equal to 330 and then A is equal to 330.33. So guys, this is also called implicit type conversion. I mean, the computer or the program itself is converting the value. So just in case, let's see what are all the possible ways for making an error. One type of error is that you can miss a closing parentheses, or you can miss a semicolon, or you just forgot to declare the whole variable itself. This can happen, and this has happened to me so many times. So guys, listen, when we execute this, it'll show a number of errors because of course we made errors. So these errors are called syntax error. The first error it showed me was B was not declared in the scope. Yeah, of course, we declared A, so the program knows that there's a variable called A. But we never told there's a variable called B. So, of course, we have to declare. Let me declare variable B as float. So that problem was done. So let me execute this once again. So that should go. Okay. And another error it showed me was that expected semicolon before cout. So this was a cout statement. So the statement before that was this, and we missed the semicolon right there. Yeah. So this should go now. Yeah, and the last error was expected parentheses at end of input. Let me declare the closing parentheses. So this is the best thing about Dev C++ because once you open parentheses, it will close it automatically. So in between it, you can type any code. In between this, you can type any code. So that's kind of a very helpful feature. And when you click on a opening parentheses, it will show the recently closed parentheses. So it will highlight the two brackets. Okay, say, what if you do a mathematical error? The code was absolutely right, but mathematically, a statement would have been wrong. For example, let me say b is equal to b by 0. So this whole code will compile successfully, but it won't run because this statement is wrong mathematically. So let's see, just compile this. So while compiling over here, it showed me an error. See, division by 0, which is not correct, are called the runtime errors. Another error would be a logical error. Here, error message is not shown, but the code isn't compiled either. Like declaring a infinite loop or using wrong conditions while using if else loop. The common error would be syntax error. You can find them always in your program. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next bit.